Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Davo from aAaNerchio Esports, bringing you another 1v1 StarCraft 2 cast, this time on Metalopolis. Awesome, which is one of my favourite 1v1 maps. Definitely. In the left-hand side today, we do have aAaNerchio from Team aAaNerchio, who is our pink Zerg. Awesome. And then in the bottom, we have aAaNerchio, who is part of Team Blast, who is our light blue Zerg. I'm not really sure what most people would call that colour, so we're just going to call it light blue for today. Excellent. Cool beans. Okay, one of the many reasons that I like Metalopolis is mainly down to the positioning of the watchtowers. It leads to a very kind of strategic sort of playthrough of the game, unless the opponents drop each other very regularly indeed. And seeing as these are Zerg opponents, and Zerg, let's face it, do drops a little bit less than quite a lot of other players. You know, it's probably not going to happen all that much. Just quickly, we are, as aAaNerchio Esports goes, we are in. We're talking to some people at the moment about being able to get our League of Legends side of things up as well. So I'm sorry if people are occasionally dropping in on these videos and maybe looking forward to that. We just haven't been able to quite get a hold of things properly in that area just yet, but we are definitely working on it, and it is coming up pretty shortly. It's just we're having some issues with the replay function in League of Legends. But to be honest, my main focus is StarCraft. I really like this game. It's my favourite game. It's been my favourite game for as long as I can remember, actually. Apart from maybe Theme Hospital, if you guys ever played that. Man, that game was fun. It's really good. Okay, so we do have aAaNerchio's spawning pool coming out a little bit quicker. Actually, that's complete rubbish. They're essentially exactly the same pool timing. Now, the interesting thing will be to see which kind of tech path these players go down. If they want to push it to a longer kind of game, they could go roaches. If they were looking for a shorter kind of game, they could definitely go for a baneling sort of mix, because of course one baneling hit in a ZVZ can be absolutely brutal and can essentially end the game where it stands. We do have aAaNerchio getting his expansion out now, which is a little bit later compared to aAaNerchio, and the reason for that is because he can now afford to be aggressive with these links and get some links out, do a little bit of damage, and see what happens. I mean, aAaNerchio is only just getting some links out as we speak, or as I speak, unless you are speaking to someone, in which case that's fine. You're perfectly entitled to do that in your own house or wherever you are. Actually, oh, that queen doing something. I've never been quite sure what exactly queens do. They just kind of throw darts, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, the expansion just has come up from aAaNerchio there, and this puts aAaNerchio in quite a nice position, actually, because he's probably going to be able to hold off this attack quite nicely. You would have thought that he would want to go and actually inject his hatchery pretty soon, instead of hunting down this overlord. Because, I mean, this hatchery does need to be injected. Okay, that's cool. So now the queen is going to walk back pretty slowly, as queens do, unfortunately, walk very, very slowly indeed. So she is one ugly queen, and obviously go and inject the hatchery now. And we do have more links coming out here from aAaNerchio, and they look like they're going to be going and having a poke into aAaNerchio's base, but it will almost definitely be held off. I think this queen could take those links on her own. Okay, but aAaNerchio getting the speed upgrade for his link slightly quicker than aAaNerchio getting the speed upgrade for his. Here we do have aAaNerchio kind of scouting around the map a little bit, seeing what exactly is going on. These are lings who are mostly trying to stay on the roads of Metalopolis, and here we do have a really big move out from aAaNerchio indeed. Getting that expansion early has benefited him a little bit, being able to be slightly more aggressive like this. And there is the first baneling of the map, which of course can be really deadly, used correctly. Okay, and now we do have aAaNerchio moving out a little bit, and aAaNerchio righteously running away from the baneling. The can mean really, really big problems if your unit get hit by lightning at any stage of the game. Your unit is streaming into BLASTTefel as well. This looks like it could be a very, very short game. Indeed, most folks Zerg v Zergs are kind of short yet very intense games. It does look like Tefel might actually be taken at this rate. He has been able to be a little bit more aggressive, I think, due quite a lot to his earlier hack that he got than his opponent. aAaNerchio kind of doing what seems to be a kind of last-ditch attempt of making some mainings whilst covering with his strength as well. His bane is running out here, blowing up some Zerglings quite quickly. And more Zerglings streaming in here from Tefel as well. That Baneling getting quite a lot of hits in as well, but unfortunately those Baneling hits need to be there in order to win Zerg versus Zerg so early, just simply weren't there. Okay, so we have probably something about mana, and I don't know how to speak Polish, but a Terran perhaps, and then a kiss on the end. Amazing. So aAaNerchio obviously not feeling too sour about the whole thing. And really, that was a very, very quick game indeed. I think that's the quickest one I've ever done. Wow. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching and stuff like that. I hope you had a nice time. Enjoy playing StarCraft, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.